Hi guys, my name is Steve. Welcome to Disruptive Wealth Creation. Today we are talking about a revolution in manufacturing. If you find this video interesting, please give us a like, and if you want to see more content, please press the subscribe button. The manufacturing industry is a $12 trillion industry in the United States of America. It accounts for 60% of GDP in the United States. And 3D printing is set to revolutionize manufacturing. The process is cheaper, more flexible and more efficient than current processes today, and 3D printing can be localized and brought more in-house. So what is 3D printing? Well, the definition is that it is the process of creating a three-dimensional solid object using a digital model. What that means in plain English is the object is either made or scanned, and then the dimensions are sent to a 3D printer using metal, plaster or photopolymer, and the printer adds layer upon layer to create the object. So let's have a look at some 3D printer applications. In manufacturing, we'd be looking at car components and aircraft components, any sort of mechanical devices that can be made. In housing, we'd be looking at making a structure of a house. And then in medical applications, you would see things like prosthetics, hearing aids, artificial teeth, and things like bone grafts. In space and with NASA, they now have a 3D printer on board, making widgets and other small items that they need whilst they're out in space. And lastly, another application is the food application, where you can make pizzas and other foodstuffs in restaurants. 3D printing is nothing new. It's been around since the 1980s. It was first discovered in Japan by Hideo Kodama, and then it was redeveloped by Chuck Hall from America, who started selling his 3D printers around about 1986. They did make a small impact on manufacturing, but it was not until COVID hit the world that 3D printing responded by making face masks, test kits and ventilators, and growing in prominence. It was soon discovered that manufacturing did not have to be centralised. COVID masks could be made locally and could be made safely, and it could be more cost effective doing it locally, and it could bring more value to the customer. Engineers and designers soon began to realise that things did not have to be done in a traditional way, and they could be done differently. There has now been a rethink in how manufacturing industry operates. New solutions are being developed to existing challenges. The existing crisis means we cannot make incremental changes as we did before. We need to take a revolutionary approach. So, engineers have been empowered to personalise and optimise their 3D printing processes. And this has become possible with cheaper, faster and more reliable printing. Aside from COVID, there are some other examples which we can talk about. A good example we can look at is from Kevin MacLeod's Rough Guide video. This is where he sends Phil Wang to eastern China to see a construction company who believe they have found a way of solving the country's housing problem. I've left the link below, so if you want to watch the full video you can. It's about a 3-storey, 9-bedroom, 4-bathroom mini mansion that was built in just 1 week by one builder. As Kevin MacLeod states, it reincarnates other people's houses, as it was built from the urban demolition of the previous houses that stood there. The printer follows a digital design and then it releases layer upon layer of ink made from cement, sand and fibre, along with setting additives. This technology is going global now. Cobod, the Danish company, injects parts of a building which can be assembled with almost zero waste. Another example of 3D printing can be found in the Airbus, which was developed and made in 2016. What they did was they were able to use additive manufacturing, 3D printing, and make fewer nozzles for its aircraft and reduce the number of parts from 20 to 1, thereby reducing time and cost in manufacture. For more information on this and more on the 3D printing, check out Viable Future's awesome video. Again, I've left a link below for you to check it out. In terms of finance and investment, ARK Invest is one of the market leaders and believes that 3D printing will revolutionise manufacturing, growing from $10 billion in 2018 to $97 billion in 2024 at an average annual rate of 65%. ARK also believes 3D printing is still in its infancy. ARK's research shows that 3D printing for end-use products, that's things like ceramics or training shoes or mechanical products, they say it's their next frontier. ARK estimate that 3D printing will grow overall to $490 billion in the 2020s. ARK also say that global printing could scale up to $97 billion by 2024 worldwide. One company worth looking at in the 3D printing sector is Desktop Metal. Rick Furlock is the CEO and co-founder of Desktop Metal, a company committed to accelerating the transformation of manufacturing with end-to-end metal 3D printing solutions. Desktop Metal believe their additive manufacturing, which is adding materials to create another object, is set to grow 11 times according to their estimates over the next decade to $146 billion by 2030. Also, another thing worth noting about Desktop Metal is that they have a global distribution network in over 60 countries. This is a company I have personally decided to invest in long term. Please have a look at them, do your own research and decide for yourself whether you want to invest in them. And also, please check on other companies that are in the 3D printing arena. Before I finish, here are some more reasons why you should invest in 3D printing. 3D printing is having the same impact as electric cars are having on the internal combustion engine. 3D printing is pushing the boundaries of innovation and creation. Engineers are taking bold steps as never before. They are disrupting the status quo of economic and industrial systems. With 3D designers being freed from the constraints and limitations of traditional technologies, they are now able to focus on solutions. So, in essence, if you have enjoyed this video, please give us a like, and if you would like to see more content, then make sure you subscribe to this channel. Have a good day and see you in the next video.